We're live with Stevens head men's volleyball coach Dan Buehring and student athletes Nathan Lancia and Phu-Quy following the Ducks' 4-set victory over St. Joseph's College of Long Island in the quarterfinal round of the Division III Men's Volleyball Championship. Coach, an opening statement, please.
I want to say something from the heart, which is, if our success this year has been in Pyramid, the base is character. And I really want to say, first, to send a huge thank you to the families that raised these guys. They worked really, really hard. A year ago, we kind of needed to up our work ethic. We needed to commit a little bit harder, and we needed to make some sacrifices for the team, and they did just that. And what they've done in a year absolutely blows my mind. I just want to say thank you to those families for doing such a great job raising these guys, because what St. Joe's brought today was going to be very difficult to overcome. They're a team that fights really, really hard. And I just don't think there's any way that we do what we did without these guys, trusting the plan, trusting what we do, trusting what we've done over the last year, and bringing a whole lot of tough character to the table. Because the base of that pyramid is that character, and the tip of it's the result. And the result you saw today really just sits on top of that character. So I want to send that thank you. And on a personal side, I want to thank my wife for supporting me through all these tough, long matches, and my family. And we just can't say enough about our family showing up for us.
Coach, before we kind of talk about the ebbs and flows of the match with you and the student athletes to your right and left, you built a program prior to your time here at Stevens, so you understand exactly what it took to go from the ground floor to the NCAA tournament and ultimately an NCAA victory, right? For looking at what St. Joe's has accomplished, what is that? How difficult is that task to build a program like that and kind of almost come in today with nothing to lose because they won their first match yesterday, and that was such a program-defining moment for them?
For me, it's a first. I mean, it was incredible. It makes you realize what the mentality is like on the other side of the net and how they're just letting it rip. They're going for it. I absolutely am enamored with that St. Joe's team and the way that they fight and the way that they get after it and what they're able to achieve in the first round and coming out and punching us in the face in the first set. So I think the insight it gives me is that you're going out, you don't care David Goliath, you don't really care. You're just going for it, giving everything you can, and it's just something to be admired what they put out on the court. I'm just proud of our guys, managing to meet or exceed the level of fight that those guys brought, and with how capable our crew is, I think it's just a very, very exciting thing to see us remain humble and understand the challenges in front of us with a team like that, because they were fantastic tonight.
Phu-Quy, St. Joe's, the numbers speak for themselves with their serving and kind of where they rank as individuals as a team relative to the other teams in the country. How difficult was their serve, and how important was it part of your game plan to really be certain that you got good receives on your end of the court?
I think it was very important. I mean, it starts with a receiving pass, so the serves, they're as tough as they are in our practice gym, and all we do is just practice and practice, practice. And when you go out, you just have fun, you do what you can, and it goes well.
Nathan, Coach alluded to it. They struck first, taking that first set. What was the mentality of the team? What was the emotion of the team getting ready to take that second set, realizing how important that your season was at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was almost like a slap in the face a little bit. Like, the biggest part about this tournament and about the quality of the teams this tournament is anyone can play with anyone in the tournament. And once teams start to earn that confidence and recognize that, those teams become the most dangerous. And I think St. Joe's definitely proved that today in the first set. But I think starting with the second set, we were able to kind of settle in and focus more on our side of the court and less on what they were doing, which is something that Coach has been talking to us a lot about all season long. Making sure that we're able to make the small adjustments that'll help us conquer opponents, beat teams, win the serve pass battle. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to our side and what our team is able to do together. And I think one of the things he talked about most today was joy. And I think the first set we were very tense, and the second set moving forward, we're all just having a lot of fun, cracking smiles, cracking jokes, dancing. Our bench, shout out to our bench. Our bench is fantastic. I think one of the best benches in the country. They do a great job of making sure that we're nice and loose and having fun.
Nathan, you look at the team's overall numbers, right? 16 attack errors over 4 sets is a phenomenal number. What was really working for the offense, and what really helped you finish the match, pushing a 400 attack percentage?
Yeah, so I definitely think that a huge reason of that is the blockers in our gym that we practice against every day, like Phu mentioned, are just are very big and physical. We have a great second squad ready to go at any time, and we're constantly playing another one of the top teams in the nation every single day at practice. Really grinding that grindstone like forces us to have to figure out how to swing against big blocks, how to swing around them, how to score high and deep, and how to find ways to earn points. And I think that one of the advantages for us having to practice against that every day is when we go against teams like St. Joe's, who might be a little smaller but are very, very scrappy defensively, our swings don't really change. We're still going deep. We're still going for those high hands. Yeah, we might make a few errors every now and then, but we have kind of that sense of responsibility ingrained within us to aim for those deeper parts of the court and to really just focus on scoring a point, not for ourselves, not to fill the stat sheet, but to earn a point for our team and help our team move forward.
Nathan talked about the bench. Great crowd reaction both yesterday and today. Do y'all feed off that? Is that kind of something that the crowd is louder, the bench is louder, and that helps the folks on the court?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the noise and cheering helps a lot with the focus in the court. Keeps us energized and whatnot. And there's times where we can block it out. There's times where we need it, so it definitely helps.
Coach, obviously days off are nice, but the way the team's rolling, it'd be almost nice to have the next match be tomorrow as opposed to a week from now. How do you prepare, and what are the things that Stevens needs to do to be successful in Wisconsin next weekend?
Oh, well, I mean, if I knew for sure we could do it. What we know for sure is going to be an incredible challenge, and we look forward to that. We've embraced that all year long. Our conference was tough. Our non-conference schedule was extremely challenging. Our practice gym is challenging. So I just want to echo what these two guys said. They really nailed it. We're going to get back in there. We're probably going to grind away at each other and try to make the tip of the spear a little bit sharper. We talk a lot about just making that tip of the spear sharp and making sure that, you know, if it's your time to get your number called, that you're ready to go and do great things. So we'll do that. We've been doing that all year. It's been working. We're going to have to take a really close look at some film. Springfield's going to be tough. We're looking forward to that match. We like it tough. We're going to need to dig down deep inside, look to be really, really disciplined. It all comes down to execution, very simply put. And we're ready for the challenge. We couldn't be more excited to have earned the opportunity to be there.
Nathan, we've kind of closed. This kind of become a little bit of a tradition, kind of how we do things at Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
We always close. It's 8:30 on a Saturday night. Where's the post-game meal for Stevens men's volleyball on one of the biggest wins of the season?
Oh gosh. So me personally, I've recently gotten into meal prepping, so I cook all my food at once for a week.
You're not going to cook for the whole team, are you?
No, I don't like cooking quite that much. But I really like Napoli's, so maybe pick up some pizzas, hang out with the guys. That's probably my number one choice would be Napoli's.
Sounds good to me. Congratulations on an exciting win here. Good luck next weekend.